Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be another Q&A, which I am so excited to do. These are one of my favorite videos to do for you guys. I definitely try to do these Q&A videos at least once a year just to obviously get your guys' questions and answer them for you guys. So last night I went on my Instagram, my Facebook page, and on my Twitter and just made a little post for you guys to comment your questions on. So yeah, I posted that last night and then I'm filming this today. So if I don't answer any of your questions or if you comment on these posts after I'm done filming this and after it's uploaded, I apologize that I didn't get to your question. But like I said, I try to do these videos once a year, so I always can answer your guys' questions if you have any for me. And I also am going to try not to answer repeated questions because I have done a few Q&A videos in the past, so definitely I will link those down in the description box so you can go ahead and check those out if you haven't already. So yeah, I try not to answer repeated questions, but I also have a very bad memory, so if there are repeated questions in this video, I apologize about that. So yeah, that's all this video is gonna be, is just me answering your guys' questions. But real quick before we get started, if you're interested in this hairstyle, I did just film a hair tutorial. I was rocking this hairstyle in my New Year's Eve Get Ready With Me, and then obviously for New Year's, and I got so many requests from people to film a hair tutorial on this look right here. So I did just do that. Make sure to look back on my channel because I'm pretty sure this hair tutorial is gonna be going up before this Q&A. I will also try to link that down in the description box if I can remember. But yeah, with all that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and start answering your guys' questions. First, I'm gonna start on Instagram, then I'm gonna go to my Facebook page, and then to Twitter. So yeah, if you would like to hear or see me answering your guys' questions, then just keep on watching. All right, so the first question or questions that we have are, what's your biggest fear and what's your biggest dream? My biggest fear is very hard because I feel like I'm scared of a lot of things, but biggest fear, I guess my two top biggest fears are dying and sharks, which could kind of go together. Now, the thing that scares me about dying is not really like being dead or like I guess where I'm gonna end up after I'm dead, but like the journey of getting there. I just don't know. Obviously we don't know how we're gonna die, so like I don't know, is it gonna be like painful? Am I gonna be like scared? Is it gonna be like a long process, or am I just gonna like die like that? And then like going to the afterlife, like is that gonna be a whole journey in itself? Like do I have to like go through anything to like get to heaven? You know what I mean? Like it's all of that like unknown of it and like the whole journey of it that really scares me. I mean, obviously we're all gonna have different outlooks on that because depending your religion and just what you believe in. But I'm someone that definitely believes in heaven and hell, and I believe I'm gonna go to heaven. So like that part doesn't worry me or scare me. It's just the journey or the process of getting there, if that makes any sense. And then sharks, I don't know why I'm scared of sharks. Like they just terrify me. Like I can't even like look at a picture of them. I've talked about this fear before and I feel like it doesn't really make any sense because I've never even seen a shark. I've been nowhere near a shark. Like I live in Michigan. I don't live anywhere near an ocean. Like, but I'm just absolutely terrified of sharks. So yeah, those are definitely my two biggest fears, I would say. And then my biggest dream, I guess like my biggest dream is like along the lines of just like being happy in my life and just living a good, healthy, long life. I really wish I could think of something different because I feel like that's such like a cliche answer. Like I'm sure that's like what everyone wants. But yeah, like I just feel like that's like my biggest dream right now because like I'm such in like a weird state in my life, like where I don't know where I'm going and I don't know what I want to do. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? So it's just like if I could just like be in a place, I don't care what I'm doing or where I'm at or who I'm with, like I just like want to be in a place where I can just be happy and just be satisfied with life and just live, you know, happily ever after, I guess would be my biggest dream. Next question is, what's your favorite makeup brand? And definitely I would say my favorite makeup brand is BH Cosmetics. Next question is, what's your all-time favorite lipstick color and the brand of it? I would definitely say my favorite lipstick color is Posh Spice from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I mean, I just like liquid lipsticks in general compared to any other type of lipsticks, but yeah, I just absolutely love Posh Spice because I just feel like it's such like a great quality lipstick and it's just a gorgeous nude color. Next question is, how do you maintain your hair / hair color? Now, I do have one video on my channel already that shows how I tone my hair at home. So if you haven't seen that already, I will link that down in the description box. That's kind of how I maintain like the color of it. I mean, obviously I do dye my hair. This is kind of like a bad example right now because my hair does look a little like yellowy orangey because I haven't toned my hair this week. But anyways, I tone my hair. I try to do it like every week to kind of keep the brassiness under control and to kind of get that like platinum look. So yeah, if you're a blonde and you tone your hair, or maybe you don't tone your hair but you're interested in it, I would definitely check out that toning your hair at home video. Again, that'll be in the description box. And then as far as maintaining my hair, this is a video that I do have in my list of videos to film. A while back, I did get a request from one of you guys to do a hair care routine. I do plan on still doing that video. I just haven't done it yet because I'm interested in picking up some more hair products, hopefully soon, that I want to include in that video, if that makes any sense. Like, I mean, I guess I could film it now, but I feel like it'll probably change in a couple months, so that's why I haven't filmed it yet. But basically the gist of how I maintain my hair is I do work for a social marketing company of like luxury hair care products, and I do use those hair care products like shampoos, conditioners, styling products, hair masks, all of that, and that has definitely made a huge change, a huge positive change on my hair. So that's kind of how I maintain my hair and hair color, but definitely I will include like more information when I do have that hair care video up. Next question is, where all have you traveled? Now, I really haven't traveled that much. I've only been to a couple states, and then I have been to Canada, but like I don't really know if you can like count that as like real travel, because me and my family, we were in Mackinac. And not far from Mackinac is like the bridge, or some bridge, I don't know like the exact name of the bridge, to get to Canada. And when we were on vacation to Mackinac, we decided to drive there to see if we could just like go to Canada. And like when we got to the border, it was really funny because like me and my sister at least didn't have our passports. And well, I mean, because we were staying in Michigan, my mom and her husband at the time, they didn't have their passports either. And they needed like a whole bunch of other information, like our birth certificates and all that sort of stuff. But my mom basically told the person at like the border that we literally were just gonna like drive through and then come right back. And I mean, that's what we were doing. We weren't planning on staying there, but I was just kind of shocked that the person at the border actually believed us. She was just like, now, are you sure you guys are gonna just like, you know, drive through and come right back? And we were like, yes, like we're not staying, like we were just driving by and we just happened to, you know, notice that we were near the bridge to get over to Canada, so we thought we could just, you know, drive over and say we went to Canada. So yeah, that's basically what we did. We were in Canada for literally like 10, maybe 20-ish minutes, and it was kind of funny because my mom almost got arrested. I feel like that could be a story time, but basically the gist of it was we ended up having to stop at like the police station because I don't remember how it all happened, but like my mom had pepper spray in her car, and that's just like where she kept it. And pepper spray is illegal in Canada, which we obviously, you know, don't know that. We live in the US, we don't know the laws of Canada, but like I think the people at the border found out that she had pepper spray on her, and we had to like go to the police station, and they had to like take my mom back and like talk to her. It was hilarious. So yeah, that was our quick little 10-20 minute trip to Canada. And then I also have been to Illinois for a trip to Chicago that I took with my 6th grade class. Yeah, so that was like for a day, and then the only other place I've been to was Florida when me and Luke went to Disney World a couple of years back. So yeah, I really haven't traveled all that much. Next question is, what are your plans after you graduate college? This one and the question right below it kind of go together, so I think I'm going to answer the question right below it, which is, when are you graduating from university? And my graduation date is April 28th. So I have literally, I don't know when this video is going out, maybe like a month, a little bit over a month until I graduate, which is really exciting, but also very terrifying. So yeah, that's when I'm graduating. And then yeah, plans after I graduate college, I guess the gist of it is just try to get a job. I don't really know what I'm gonna do after I graduate. I mean, that's like the plan. That would be like the smart plan, to try and get a job. But yeah, I don't have specifics. Even though I'm graduating in like a month, like I just don't, like I said, you guys, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Like everything in my life is just a huge question mark. Next question is dream honeymoon location. Honestly, my dream honeymoon location would be Disney World. My dream vacation, anything, will always be Disney World. Next question is, what's one thing you look forward to in life? This kind of goes along with the like first question I answered of like my biggest dream, because I don't really know like what I'm doing with my life or like where I'm going with it. That would basically the one thing I'm looking forward to is just like get a little bit older and more mature and like be an adult basically, and just like feel like comfortable and confident in, you know, being an adult basically, because like I don't know, the only thing that's like adult about me is probably my age, but like other than that I'm like literally a child, so like adulting is so hard for me. So yeah, I'm hoping one of these days, you know, hopefully by the time I'm 30 I'll kind of have my life together and feel like I'm doing something right. Next question is, what are your top 5 favorite liquid lipsticks and why? I don't know if I can answer this because I don't even think I've tried 5 different, just kidding, I read this wrong. It's just top 5 favorite liquid lipsticks. I was thinking liquid lipstick brands. I was like, I don't even think I have tried 5 different liquid lipstick brands. So my top 5 favorite liquid lipsticks. I feel like this is gonna be so hard. Well, real quick, I kind of already talked about this. My top 5, or my top favorite lipstick, at number 1, it would be Posh Spice from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, because it's just like great quality and it's just the perfect nude color. I guess my second favorite liquid lipstick would be Androgyny from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, again because it's such a beautiful color and it's great quality. Let's see, my third favorite liquid lipstick would probably be maybe Scorpio from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Again, okay, anything Jeffree Star Cosmetics is just gonna have great quality, so that's like why I love Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. And I just love Scorpio because of the color. It's like that nice purpley color, like it's just gorgeous. Next to, I honestly don't know if I'm like getting the order right. I'm just like trying to think of the first 5 liquid lipsticks that come to my mind. Maybe number 4 is a BH Cosmetics liquid lipstick, and like I'm totally blanking on the name, but it's like a nice like neutral pink color. I feel like it's that perfect nude pinky lipstick, if that makes any sense. I think I'm gonna go get it because like I am totally blanking on the name. Okay, so it's this liquid lipstick right here. I feel like it's coming off of more like pinky purpley on camera, but it has no name on it. So I'm just gonna throw it out there, and then maybe this is called Samantha. I think BH Cosmetics liquid lipsticks, they all have like names, like girl names, and this might be called Samantha, but I'm not 100% sure. But I just absolutely love this color because it's gorgeous. And then my 5th favorite liquid lipstick would probably I'll just say Daddy from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and that liquid lipstick is from the Jeffree Star and Manny MUA collaboration. I would probably say that would be my 5th favorite liquid lipstick, just because, and again, it's another gorgeous nude color. It's a little bit darker than Posh Spice, and I'm just going to include that in my top favorite liquid lipsticks just because I want something nude but a little darker. I'll usually reach for Daddy instead of Posh Spice. Next question is, what makeup palette are you really interested in buying right now and why? Honestly, I don't know. Like, I have been so out of like the makeup world and even like the YouTube world. Like, I haven't really been paying attention to like reviews on new makeup products or like what new makeup products are out there. I think what I'll say for this question is like the makeup or the eyeshadow palettes from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna group all of them that he has together. I think he has like 5 out currently, his newest one being the Alien one. The eyeshadow palette that I'm the most interested in that Jeffree Star Cosmetics has come out with is the Blood Sugar palette. Like, I just loved like the packaging and everything about that palette, but I would honestly love to get all of his eyeshadow palettes. And why I'm interested in those palettes, mainly just for like, well, obviously not only to try out the eyeshadow palettes and like wear them and all that sort of stuff, but I would love to have all of them just for collection purposes as well. So yeah, they're not exactly like new, and honestly, I don't even know of like new makeup that has come out recently, but those are definitely the makeup palettes that come to mind first. Next question is, will you ever have kids? If so, how soon? And I honestly can't even answer this question. I feel like my mind changes like all the time, but like if you were gonna ask me like right this minute, do I want kids? I would say like absolutely not. Mainly because like I'm young. I'm 23, almost 24 years old, and like I just feel like I'm just way too selfish for kids right now. And to go back to talk about like my messed up life, like I would rather like figure out my life first, like graduate, find a job, you know, maybe even like buy a house, get married, like do all of those things first, like way before I would want to have kids. But like, is there like a want or a need for me to have kids right now? Like, no. I don't know if there ever will be. I honestly think if I do have kids or get pregnant, it will be like an accident, which is kind of something that I've like always like wanted. And I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way, that like kids are like accidents or mistakes or anything like that, but like I've never been the kind of person like I want to like plan to have children. Like I kind of just would rather just let it happen, and then if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, you know, I'm good with that too. So that's kind of my stance on it. And how soon, I honestly couldn't answer that either, but definitely not soon. I guess I would say if it was going to happen, would it happen in the next 5 years? Absolutely not. In the next 10 years, maybe, because that would put me in like my early 30s. But yeah, it's definitely not something that's on my mind or something that I would want to happen anytime soon. The next question is, what department of nursing are you going into? And I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know what like I'm fully interested in. When I graduate, I'm pretty much just going to see like what jobs are available and, you know, hopefully get hired into one of those job openings, and then just kind of try to figure it out from there. I honestly see myself, which is not uncommon for new nurses to do, or I guess nurses in general, I'm probably kind of, you know, job surf for like a year or a couple of years just to figure out, because I don't know what I want to do. Like I don't even have like an interest of what I want to do. I don't really know like what that means, if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, I'm just gonna kind of explore and experience with, you know, any job openings that come my way, and just kind of go with the flow. Next question is, do you know wedding designer you would want to wear on your big day? No, I don't. Honestly, I couldn't even, I mean, you did give examples in your comment, but I don't even know wedding dress designers, and I honestly don't care. My plan is obviously I want to get a dress that I want. I would never like wear something that I didn't want to wear, obviously, but I also want something like cheap. Or at least on the cheaper side. I don't really think wedding dresses are cheap. So something on the cheaper side, and I could honestly care less about the designer. You know, as long as it doesn't like, you know, drain my bank account and I look good in it and it's something that I really, really like, that's honestly all that matters to me. Next question is, if you couldn't have a Cinderella wedding, what color theme and them would you go with? You know, I feel like it kind of stays with the Cinderella theme, but this is kind of something that I have always wanted. I didn't always want a Cinderella themed wedding, but kind of what I always wanted was the incorporation of the color blue, because blue is my favorite color, and then I just happened to end up with someone that their favorite color is blue. So I kind of always thought that at least one of our wedding colors would be blues or different shades of blue, which obviously, because like, you know, Cinderella's blue dress, and that's just kind of the color I think of when I think of Cinderella. It's pretty similar, but yeah, I always wanted like something along the color of blue. As far as a specific theme that I would do other than Cinderella, I honestly don't know. I've never really thought about any other theme other than like a Cinderella theme. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly couldn't think of a theme. All I know is that I always wanted color blue in my wedding. Next question. I already answered the second part of this question, which would be my favorite makeup brand, but my favorite song, It's so hard. If you guys know me, I just like don't have favorites. Like I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I just like too many things to have a favorite anything. But definitely songs that I have been loving recently are, let's see, Sicko Mode by Travis Scott and then Drake, and then who else is on the song? Is it Happy or Happier by Marshmello or something along those lines? I'm really bad at like names and like artists. I just like, oh yeah, that song. When I hear it, it's like, yeah, that's the one I like. So yeah, those two songs. And then let's see, I've actually been really liking Ariana Grande's new songs. Like I know they're a little older now, but like No Tears Left to Cry and Thank You Next, and there's like other songs that I'm like totally blanking on. Like I've really been liking them recently, and which is weird because I've never really been a fan of Ariana Grande songs. Yeah, I would definitely say, I guess maybe it would be her last CD and then maybe her most recent CD. I think that's how those songs kind of break up. Yeah, I have been really liking her songs. Next question is your favorite perfume, and second question is, have you seen the new Halloween movie yet? My favorite perfume, I honestly don't have one. Like there really hasn't been one perfume that I have stuck with and repurchased. So that's like a really hard question. Honestly, right now what I've been using for perfume is a body mist spray from Bath & Body Works. That's what I've been using most recently for my perfumes. But yeah, I honestly can't answer that. I don't have a favorite perfume. And have you seen the new Halloween movie yet? I definitely have. I did go see that in theaters with my sister, and I would say it was a good movie, but definitely not my favorite Halloween movie. All right, we have a couple long comments. Hi Brooke, love your videos. If you were rich, what would be on your to-do list at Disney? Definitely the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, I'm not rich, but like I definitely plan on doing this maybe next time I go to Disney, or whatever time I go to Disney. I definitely want to eat at the Cinderella restaurant. I don't know what it's called. It's like the Royal Cinderella. I don't really know what it's called, but I do know that is on the more expensive side. When I Googled it, like all the meals were like $60 plus, like $60 for like one meal. So it definitely is on the more expensive side, but that's definitely the first thing that comes to mind that I would want to do at Disney. And then anything else that I would want to do is definitely stay in the park at Disney for like 2 to 3 weeks, or maybe even like a month. Like if I was rich, like I would probably just like move there. But one of the hotels that comes to mind, I think, is the one that's located in Animal Kingdom, where like you can go out on your balcony and you can see, you're kind of like in the jungle and you can see like the giraffes and the zebras. Me and Luke, when we were researching to go to Disney, and then even afterwards, we were just, you know, kind of planning our next trip. At least I was planning my next trip. He was just like looking because he was curious. But anyways, that I would say that hotel is one of the more expensive hotels to stay at. So yeah, those are definitely the couple things that I would do when we go to Disney. What would be your dream resort to stay at, and would you consider getting married there? So yeah, I kind of mentioned the dream resort, and would you ever consider getting married there? I would. I actually have had a few people tell me that. One person told me that, like, I think it was his parents got married there, and it was actually not that expensive. So yeah, that's why I've had people tell me to do that, because obviously I'm a Disney freak, and like it really isn't that expensive to get married there. But the only reason that I wouldn't do that is because then we would have to like expect all our like family and friends to fly out there, and I just feel like that's way too complicated. Like I would rather just like, even though it's Disney and I would love it, I would much rather just, you know, get married here and make sure that all of our friends and all of our family can attend. So yeah, I don't know, maybe like a vow renewal or something like that, but for like the main wedding, I don't think I would get married at Disney. Also, any chance you could do a video about your first impressions of your trip to Disney World, stuff you loved the most, fave ride, and what you would do differently if you went back, and maybe a video on how you put your outfits together. Love your style. Thanks, love you, from the UK. Thank you so much. And honestly, I have never thought of doing a video like that, but I think that is a great idea. Yeah, I'll definitely add it to my list and see if that would be something that I could do. If you guys would like to see me do a video on that, definitely give this video a thumbs up or let me know down in the comments, because I think that's a great video idea. And the next comment or question is, P.S. like you, I am a classic Disney girl. Do you like some of the older non-animated Disney movies? If so, what is your favorite? Some of mine are Summer Magic, Blackbeard's Ghost, and Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Sorry. Okay. So the older non-animated Disney movies, I don't think I've really seen of the older non-animated Disney movies, but I have seen like his what are they called, like short films, or like, what did he call them, like silly songs or something like that. I've seen a couple of them, but I don't really have any like favorites or any that like, you know, come to mind. I mean, of course I've seen Steamboat Willie, which was one of his first with like Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I wouldn't say that like I have any like favorite older like animated Disney movies, like his first like short films that he made. I obviously love them because that's like I guess like the history of it, and that's kind of how like Walt came about and like got involved into making movies, and then moved into making like Snow White and all these other movies. Like I absolutely love that aspect of it. But no, there's none that really come to mind. Next question is, who is your all-time celebrity crush? Love you, thank you, love you too. And definitely my celebrity crush would be Joaquin Phoenix. I have been in love with him ever since Walk the Line came out. I think I first saw Walk the Line when I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I was like instantly in love with him, and I instantly knew I was gonna marry him. So yeah, I don't know what it is about him. Like he's just, I just love him. I even loved him through his weird rapping phase. Like there's just something about Joaquin Phoenix that just makes my heart flutter. Next question is, whoopsie, me again. No problem, you can ask me as many questions as you want. Sorry, forgot a few more interesting ones. Hope you don't mind. Definitely don't mind. If you could go back in time for a day, when, where would you go, and why? I would definitely go back. I can't think of like a specific event that I would want to like go back into, but I would definitely go back into like, ooh, this is hard actually. I feel like I would want to go back in a lot of times, like in the 1800s and the early 1900s and then the 1950s, like those top three, I would definitely want to go back. Let me think about it. Let's see, out of those three, which one would I want to go back the most? Oh my god, that's so hard. Okay, maybe I'll just like meet in the middle and go back to the early 1900s. I don't know why, I'm just so interested in like that time period. I definitely love the fashion of like men and women and like hairstyles. Like I would definitely, you know, rock that fashion today if I could. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, I guess I can't say like why I'm interested in that time period, but I just am. And I just feel like any time period would be interesting, and to see how different things are, you know, from today, or at least where I've been alive. But yeah, I just think it would be so interesting to see how different, you know, things would be like back then to now. Next question, or question is, do you believe in past lives? I honestly don't know if I do. I mean, I definitely have heard people say before, like, the reason why we get deja vu is because we're like seeing something, or experiencing something that we experienced in a past life, and that's like what that feeling comes from. I don't know if that's like what all the deja vu feeling is, but I definitely have heard people say that that's kind of where that feeling comes from, and I think that's like so like weird and creepy and interesting. I guess I'm interested in the topic of past lives, but I don't know if I necessarily believe 100% that we all have had past lives before. Next part of this question, what is on your bucket list? I don't know if I necessarily have one. I never really have thought about it. I think I think a long time ago I did like a bucket list tag. Oh my gosh, if I can find that video, I will link that down in the description box if you want to definitely see a throwback, probably a weird, awkward, poor quality video. I will link that down in the description box. But recently, I haven't really thought about it. I guess the only thing that really comes to mind is just travel more. Because like I answered in a previous question earlier in this video, I haven't really traveled much, and that's something that I would definitely like to do more often. And I guess overall just experience things, or you know, do things that like I wouldn't necessarily do, or maybe that I'm uncomfortable doing, because we only have one life, so you might as well just do it even if you hate it. And it's like, what if maybe it's something that like makes me uncomfortable or embarrasses me or whatever it may be, but it's like, hey, you know, I never have to do it again, and at least I can say that I did it because we only live once. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I guess that's really the broad thing that comes to mind. Apart from family and friends, what things could you not live without? What could I not live without? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sound like such like first world problems, but like my technology, like my phone, my computer, my camera, everything to do with YouTube, food. I mean, I guess that's kind of like a given, but like I love food. Like I could never go out without food. And Disney, oh my god, I could not live without Disney. I mean, if I didn't have it, I feel like I would be such a different person. Like that would be a nightmare not to have Disney exist. So yeah, definitely couldn't live without Disney. All right, now we're gonna move on to questions that we got through Facebook. I only have a couple of them. So the first one is, what has been the hardest part of balancing life between YouTube, school, work, and home life? And then any more planning ideas, any more wedding plans / ideas. There we go. I learned how to read. As far as the wedding, I'll just answer that real quick. I haven't started planning it, no new ideas. So, and then the hardest part about balancing YouTube, school, work, home life. I guess really the hardest part of it all is realizing that there just isn't enough time in the day. And I'm just such a person that like if I have a to-do list, I want to get everything done on that to-do list. And there's just some days where I have so much to do that I can't get it all done in one day. And that's like something personally for me, that's just something that I have a very hard time dealing with, and I get very upset and I get stressed, and sometimes I just have to cry it out. And then there's some nights where I'm just like laying in bed thinking about all the things that I have to do, and it's just really overwhelming. So yeah, I would probably say that is the hardest thing, trying to balance all those things. And then something that you guys have definitely experienced is sometimes, you know, school is my top priority over everything right now. So because of that, I have to sacrifice things to focus on school, and one of those things being YouTube. You know, not having the time to film or edit, and then missing a few uploading days in the week or the month really sucks. I absolutely hate missing uploading days, and that's actually something that I'm going through right now. But it's like, sometimes you just have to step back and like realize your priorities, and like, you know, just take one task at a time. That's something that, even though I'm coming to a close with school, and you know, that'll be like one less thing, one large less thing that I'll have to deal with, I'm still trying to work on just taking a deep breath and not tackling my whole to-do list at once, just to tackle one task at once, which I've been getting better at, and trying not to stress and overwhelm myself as much. But yeah, that's definitely the hardest thing about balancing all of that. Next question, this one has two questions. First, if you had to be famous for doing a sport, what sport would you do? And then if you got turned into a dog, what breed would you be? I absolutely love these questions. I don't think I've ever gotten these questions before. So famous for doing a sport, this is so hard because I hate sports, and like I'm not good at sports either. I guess two kind of come to mind, and that would be gymnastics and golf. Now, I only say gymnastics because when I was younger, from, I don't even know what age, maybe like 5 to 12 maybe, I was in gymnastics, and like I was pretty good at it. So yeah, just because I did it for all those years, that's the first sport that comes to mind. But the other sport that also comes to mind is golf. And I only say that, not that like golf isn't challenging, I'm not trying to say that. And like, I honestly don't know that much about golf, but it's not like as like, what's that word? Like exertion, or like, it's not that physical, like a lot of like running and like lifting, and I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, so that's why I think of golf, because like I'm not good at sports, and like I'm not like physically fit or strong or anything along those lines. So I feel like out of all the sports, golf is like the least of those things. And another reason why I say golf is because I guess back in the day, because I haven't been like mini golfing in forever. And the last couple times I went mini golfing, I wasn't very good at it. But my family always used to say like I was really great at mini golf. And like whenever I would, you know, go mini golfing with my family, I would always win. So that's like another reason why I say golf, is because I mean, I was good at mini golf. So maybe I would be good at like regular professional golf. So yeah, those are the two sports that come to mind. And then turn into a dog, what breed would you be? I'm thinking of something like small, so like it makes me think of like a Chihuahua or like a Yorkie or something, but I feel like a Chihuahua is also like too yippy, and I'm not yippy. I'm like small and quiet, laid back. I keep to myself, so like I feel like maybe a Chihuahua wouldn't fit into that because they are more like yippy dogs. But yeah, maybe like a Yorkie or maybe like a poodle. I don't know, like what dog is like small but like not yippy? Whatever, I'm not knowledgeable on my dog breed, so I'm just gonna stick with the Yorkie because I mean they're cute and little, and I feel like not all Yorkies are yippy. At least they don't have that like name as like Chihuahuas do, right? So I'll just say a Yorkie. And then we have one question from Twitter, and that question is, Brooke, do you like any country music? I definitely, okay, do I like country music as like a genre? Overall, no, but there are some like country songs that I do like. This is kind of along the lines like why I don't have favorites. Like I don't really have a favorite song, a favorite music genre, because like I listen to all kinds of music. So yeah, I hope that kind of makes sense. Country music as a genre, not really, but I do like some songs that are more country. All right, and that is all of the questions that I have for you guys today. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And again, if you want to see this hair tutorial on this hairstyle, please make sure to check down in the description box, where I will try to have a link for this hair tutorial, as well as other Q&As and other related videos be related to this video or mentioned in this video. So definitely make sure to check down in the description box for all of those. And yeah, I'm gonna get going for now, but I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.